Tuesday, 17 people are running for New York City Public Advocate. Vote for one. It's Tuesday. Vote. Weather, sunny and dry, perfect voting weather, alternate side parking, in effect until March 6, Ash Wednesday. Polls are open until 9 p.m. in the special election for New York City's public advocate, the job Letitia James vacated when she became the state attorney general. 17 people want the role. Here's a cheat sheet on the race. Who's running? Here's a list. Why does it matter? Civic pride. If that's not enough, consider this: the office has a budget of $3.5 million, can introduce legislation and can hold public hearings. The public advocate also temporarily replaces the mayor if he leaves office early. Mayor de Blasio has not ruled out a 2020 presidential run. The role also offers an opportunity to diversify the power holders at City Hall. White men hold New York City's top posts. Some public advocate hopefuls want to change that. Furthermore, 3 of the 4 previous public advocates ran for higher office: Ms. James, Mr. de Blasio and Mark Green, who fell short in his mayoral bid. What should I know about the frontrunners? Jumaane Williams, the Brooklyn councilman who lost the lieutenant governor's race in November, was endorsed by the Times. He wants to put New York City Housing Authority on the public advocate's worst landlords list, and had opposed Mr. de Blasio's housing plan, arguing it didn't do enough to create units for low-income New Yorkers. Michael Blake, an assemblyman from the Bronx who is also the vice chairman of the Democratic National Committee, wanted the Amazon deal reworked, not scrapped. He worked for the Obama administration, and also earned money as a consultant while in public office. He wants to implement a flip tax on homes bought and sold within a year. Daniel O'Donnell, an assemblyman from Manhattan, was an original sponsor of the Marriage Equality Act. He wants to downzone neighborhoods and see more transparency from the New York City Housing Authority. Melissa Mark-Viverito, the former city council speaker, has focused on criminal justice reform and wants to use revenue from legalized marijuana to fund mass transit. She has highlighted racial and gender disparity in elected offices. Nomiki Konst was a delegate for Bernie Sanders in 2016, and she wants a $30 minimum wage. Her background as a self-described, award-winning investigative journalist and activist has raised eyebrows. Eric Ulrich, a councilman from Queens, backed the deal for an Amazon headquarters in Queens, and that may help him solidify votes from residents who are upset about the plan's collapse. He said he'll be Mr. de Blasio's worst nightmare. Ron Kim, an assemblyman from Queens, was an Amazon opponent who wants to eliminate taxpayer giveaways to big companies and cancel student debt. He once tackled a mugger, and has mentioned it in campaign mailings. Rafael Espinal, a councilman from Brooklyn, is seeking to legalize electric bikes and scooters, and require that new cars sold in the city after 2030 are electric. He wants to require schools to have a greenhouse or urban farming classroom. What separates the candidates? Most of them are progressive Democrats who have distinguished themselves, in part, by prioritizing different goals. What's with the party names? Technically, the race is nonpartisan, and candidates had to create party names. But fix the MTA, pay folks more, and unite immigrants are not subtle clues about their politics. Am I registered to vote? Check this website. Where do I vote? Find your polling place here. How long will the winner serve? Funny you should ask. Only 10 months. There will be primaries in June, and a general election in November will determine who serves the remainder of Ms. James's term, which ends in 2021. Manhole fires and burst pipes. Winter wreaks havoc on New York City's underground. Unsafe. An art show was cancelled because the Manhattan Pier where its sister show was going to be held was deemed structurally unsound.